First of all, Butler's a really good team. They're coming off a great victory, beating Indiana at home just a few days ago. So we knew that they were going to come and play hard. I think he does a really good job. There's a lot of movement on their offense. They play tough defense. And we're down, we're a little banged up right now. So I was really proud of our team, first and foremost, for stepping up and filling the gaps that we had that allowed Ayanna to take another day to recover. That speaks to the depth that we finally have this year, which is really, really important when you're trying to go play into late March and early April. Also love that we were able to get a lot of minutes for some guys who haven't gotten some thus far this year, namely Leilani. I thought Leilani looked really good today. Started to look a little bit more comfortable. Camille and Michaela are Camille and Michaela. I'm not surprised by the things they do every day because I see it in practice. But it's special performance from Michaela again. But I think, offensively she's special, but I don't know that everybody understands how important and hard what her and Maddie do on defense is. We had 21 turnovers, which I'm not happy about at all. We're going to have to not have an Ayanna on the floor. The ball kind of flies all over the place at the end of the shot clock. So it's good. We're working on it. But we did force 30 turnovers with our defense, and we scored 41 points off of those. And like I tell you guys, I feel like every time I come in here, we're going to have days, especially early in the season, where our offense gets a little wonky. But if we can play defense like that, then we always give ourselves a chance. Really proud of our team, especially, first game of a long week, and then we're getting on a plane next week. So we have 2 more games this week, but this is a great start.
Yeah, go ahead and open up the floor for questions. We'll start with Lana Morris, Vandy Sports. Go ahead, Lana.
Shea, in the beginning of that second quarter, Butler hit back-to-back threes, and then after that, you guys seemed to control the game. You called a timeout. What was that conversation like with your team?
I don't know if I can say it, what I said exactly. I think that a lot of times when you're as young as we are, and for me, what I'm finding is when I make substitutions, there's a gap a little bit in our effort or consistency, seemingly in our effort defensively, and that can't happen. And it's not that our kids aren't capable. It's not that everybody on our bench is capable. But when they come in and don't do what I expect them to do and don't live up to the standard of effort and communication, then I have a problem with that. I'm not asking them to be flawless. I'm not asking them, but I am asking them to be flawless in their energy and effort. You're going to make mistakes. I'm okay with that. But if I see you trying, if I see you communicating, then we can work with that. If I don't, we're going to have a problem. I'm going to call a timeout, and you might be sitting next to me.
Elena, go ahead.
Ayanna Mitchell saw a career high in minutes today. What do you think you just continue to get out of her every game?
She's getting better and better and better. I think she's also getting more confident. So you can see that she provides a true post presence for us. She's big and physical, very athletic. I love when we play switching man that people try to isolate her in ball screens, and she just sits down and guards them because she can move her feet really well. She gets off the ground quickly. But she's also getting more comfortable posting up with her back to the basket. Thought today she made a couple of really good post moves. We've been working on that with her because she likes to be springy in the mid post and do turnaround jump shots. Not when you have a size advantage. I want to see her be really physical in the post, especially now, because you guys know when we get to the SEC that there's going to be just as many athletic, big physical post players as her that she's going to have to face. So these are very valuable minutes for her. And what I love right now about her is that she just continues to get better every game and build confidence.
Grace, go ahead.
Coach, you got Justine Passat back for the first time this season. Can you talk about what you saw out of her today on the floor?
I saw her doing some of the things that we've asked her to do that don't involve shooting the ball. She's an excellent elite shooter. She can shoot it from here. But she needs to be a great defender, a great rebounder, and a great communicator. And that doesn't take any skill. So I'm going to keep staying on those players that are very highly skilled. We need to make sure that when you come into the game, we can trust what you're going to do on the defensive end of the floor. And if you're 6'4", you can't play 10 minutes and not get a rebound. You can't. So they understand. Justine, Aga is the same. Great shooters, really versatile players, but we need to be able to trust them defensively and on the boards to make sure that we can maximize their time out on the floor.
For what it's worth, Justine had a career high 6 rebounds today.
That's why she played.
Grace, go ahead.
That's why she played.
Was that message to Justine and Aga, was that a big stressor over this, off season when you had both of them in the gym, and really just a stressor for them over the offseason?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been since they've been here, really. I think that our job as coaches is to hold up the mirror. In both ways. This is what you're really good at. And we need you to do this every day. This is what we have to get better at. And it's easy to go in the gym and work on three-point shooting because you're really good at it and it makes you feel good when you see the ball go through the net. But these are the things you have to get better at if you want to play a lot here and impact the game positively. And then both of them have aspirations to play after Vanderbilt. So if they can learn those things here, then they can play anywhere for any coach on any team because they're going to be able to be trusted on defense in a system offensively because they have skill other than just shooting, and when they need to rebound the ball, they can do it. So that's why I'm not big into pigeonholing kids. I'm going to ask them to do things that are hard to do, because I also know in late March and early April, if they can do those things, then they're just hard to defend. It's easy to defend a shooter. It's hard to defend somebody that can do a bunch of things on both ends of the floor. It's hard to deal with those players, and I want them to be that because they can.
Any more questions? Elena, go ahead.
Ayana Moore, she was warming up but didn't end up playing. Was her status just kind of up in the air before the game? And then what does it look like going forward with the 2 games that you have this week?
Yeah, I think she probably could have played today if we needed her to. I also felt like it would be great to give her another day or 2. I want her to play before we leave, but I also want her 100% healthy. And to me, having watched what she went through over the last couple of days, it wasn't worth the risk to put her in the game. You know, we have a team full of kids for a reason. So we need to be able to put people in the game that practice, that play, that say they want to play, that we work with every day to step up for their leader. And I thought today was a great opportunity for them to do that, especially because she's not 100%. And also a great opportunity for us to teach and learn, because you never know when that's going to happen. You just never know. So if we can't figure that out this early in the season, then I am handicapping my kids. They got to learn. So I felt really comfortable after, having practiced the last couple of days with the group that we had, that we'd be able to go out there and be effective. I also felt like we were going to get exposed, and we did. 21 turnovers because we didn't have a leader in the guard position on the floor. But they're going to get better for that, and it'll pay off in the end. So she deserved the rest, and I'm glad that her teammates stood up for her today.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll talk